All right, let's go. What is the fastest way to grow your business? What if it wasn't more content or more action, more activity? What if it really was just better collaboration? I mean, I here we are, Terry's here, Kat's here. If you're watching on YouTube, watching the channel, it's really about collaboration. It's amazing the power and connections that are available to you to really make a difference that you can make for others and others can help with your progress. So let me say that again. What if the breakthrough you've been working so hard for is actually sitting inside the right relationship? Because here's what I see happening. You're showing up, you're putting in the work, your team is creating, you or your team are creating content and still not getting the visibility you're capable of. And it's frustrating. It's really frustrating because you're not lazy, you're not inconsistent, but you are doing too much of it alone. So it's costing you, if you're doing this alone, it's costing you your time, momentum, opportunities. You don't even see it yet. Here's the truth: visibility without collaboration is exhausting. And I know we all feel that. And collaboration without strategy, that keeps you invisible. So you keep working harder and harder. It's the idea of collaboration with a strategy. So stay to the end today because I'm going to show you something different. I'm going to show you how you can create aligned partnerships that multiply your reach, your credibility, and your results without burning out. And more importantly, I'm going to show you who you need to become so that people actually want to collaborate with you. And real quick, so you know, and those that are listening to the YouTube video, um, who you're learning from. So, my name is Sarah Baslow, and the last 25 years, I've been coaching, training, and working in high performance environments, including time as a Tony Robbins coach, helping people break through limitations and step into way more powerful ways of showing up. And what I can tell you is this: the people who grow the fastest are never doing it alone. And that's why they were my clients. They created leverage in relationships so they could make it faster and get it done the right way with the right relationships. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. So now, before we get into the strategy, we always start with state. So, because you don't build powerful relationships from pressure, you build from alignment. So let's do this together. You're going to take a deep breath in, raise your arms, and then as you bring them down, you're going to exhale through your mouth. So, and we're going to do that 10 times. I'll count, and we will watch. We notice how you feel, because this is an idea. This strategy gets the blood flowing to every cell in your body. It gets oxygen to every cell in your body and your brain. So at the count of three, we're going to raise our arms, take a deep breath in, and then come down. So 1, 2, 3. Inhale, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, excellent, excellent. And I know Terry and Kath are familiar with this. What you want to do is do this every day. And you do 10 repetitions of this, and that's a set. And you really want to do 3 sets to really get your blood carries oxygen throughout your body. Just before I got I got on our Zoom, our program, I did the rebounder also to get the energy and oxygen going. It feels great. So now, what I want to ask you is, and I want you to ask yourself this, which is actually more important, is ask yourself, where have I been trying to do this alone? Where have I been trying to do this alone? In reference to being more visible, being out there, what have you been trying to do alone? And write down your answer so that you can revisit it, so that you know what you want to shift. And if you would, put it in the chat, or if you're watching the YouTube, put it in the comments. So what are you doing alone? Where have you been trying to get this done alone? So then the next question I have for you is, where am I ready to be supported? What is the place in your strategy where connection would make a huge difference? And again, write that down. Now think of this a moment. In your life, where have you felt confident, connected, and valued? So in those places that you just answered to the question of where have I been trying to do this alone? And where am I ready to be supported? So step into the version of you that had that. Sit taller, let it come in, wherever that is. Take a deep breath and think of that version of you. The version this is the version that people want to collaborate with. This is the version of you where you are helping others as they help you. And we don't want to force it or overthink it. It's whatever just comes into your thoughts. Where is that? Write it down. This one, write down this one place and decide right now, today, it's not about learning networking. Today, it's about becoming someone people remember. Because you don't grow faster by doing more. You grow faster by being seen with the right people. So here's where most people get this wrong. They think visibility is about volume, like more posts, more effort, more hustle. And no, it's really about leverage. So I'm in a mastermind group, and I'm in a couple actually, and it's really amazing what the connections have provided me. So think about where in your life you are getting that leverage. Who is supporting you? Who is inspiring you? Who are you inspiring? And that may actually give you some ideas about who you can connect with even more. So you don't have a visibility problem, you have a leverage problem. Because one aligned collaboration can do more for your business than 30 days of posting alone. One collaboration. Think of someone, it's very easy for me to think of not just one, but several people that have made a difference, who have created leverage for me in my businesses. So let's break that down. This is what I call the collaboration code. Number one, alignment over audience size. Stop chasing big names. Start choosing aligned energy. Notice what really connects with you. Notice the energy between you and the different people you're meeting, whether it's in a networking situation or it's in a mastermind. Notice the energy and how you click. Notice shared values or shared mission, And you might even notice if you both have a shared audience, because misaligned partnerships actually will drain you. Aligned partnerships can multiply your efforts. So number two, value-based partnerships. You don't go in asking, what can I get? You go in with, what can we create together? Because collaboration is not extraction, it's expansion. Once I was in a networking meeting and with wonderful people. I would go to this group consistently. And what I noticed was I was talking with three or four other people, and a woman who I'm assuming she had not been to the meetings before, but she walked up to the group, kind of set herself in the group, and didn't talk to anybody, but just handed them her card. There was no connection. There was no collaboration. There was no right energy. There was no feeling of partnership. There was no alignment. And I really felt bad for her, because her doing that did not help anyone. And it certainly did not increase her expansion or give her a leverage. So that kind of energy is just wasted. Be conscious about who you connect with. And number three is visibility stacking. So this is where it gets powerful. You don't just show up once, you stack visibility. Podcasts or joint lives, uh, co-hosting events, email collaborations. I know that Kathleen, who's on this on the webinar today, wrote her book. Kathleen, can you put the name of your book, or tell us the name of your book? I just went blank.
Yes, However Long the Day by KJ Kelly.
However Long the Day by KJ Kelly. So Kath is working on bringing attention to her book, where being a guest on a podcast would really be probably a great place for visibility, or co-hosting event. Maybe we can do one here, Kath. That would be outstanding. But there's so many opportunities, and it's it's not about worrying about connecting with so many people. As I said already, it could be one or two people that are in that group or listening to that podcast that'll just get it. They'll get Kath's intention, what her goals are, what her priorities are, as well as Terry, who's helping lots of people with health and wellness around the world. So, having that visibility through podcasts, as I said, stacking them would make such a big difference. Think about how you're stacking different visibility opportunities can help you and help others. So people don't just see you once, they start recognizing you. And recognition builds trust. So now I want to do something. Think of three people right now. Think of three people right now. We're going to take a moment you could generally collaborate with. Who are three people you could generally collaborate with? They may not be the biggest names, they may not be the right names, but people where there's alignment. So write that down where you're taking notes, or if you're watching the video, please put that in the comments. Or actually, no, if you're watching the video, do not put names in the comments. You might put where you know them from, or something like that. You don't want to make someone else's name public without permission. So, but it's important to write these people's names down and think about how you'll connect with them. One of the ways I connect a great deal is sending a greeting card, just saying thank you for the time we got to spend today, spend together, or whatever I might put in that card. But make it so that you're connecting with their energy, and it's an alignment where there are people who you feel aligned with. So, Kath and Terry, do you have three people that you can think of for alignment that you would connect with?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Okay. Is there someone that you spoke to, let's say, in the last week that
Oh,
might
yes.
be
I've spoke to several people in the last week. Yes.
okay? So would any of those qualify to be those three people?
I've asked them to do something and we'll see.
Okay. Okay. Great. So here's the thing. You're waiting, and
Yeah.
I would encourage you not to wait. Send them a reminder or send them something that lets them think of you that they did commit to doing something. And it doesn't have to be that did you do this or what happened is just top of mind awareness. So that might be something to consider. And Terry, are there three people that you think of that would um, help you with visibility?
Yeah, I can think of a lot of people I'd like to collaborate with, but a lot
Oh,
of these people are higher and time is of the essence. So the collaborations cannot be a half-hour conversation. They can be a 10-minute connection.
awesome.
And
That's perfect.
and then I think, yeah, I would like to get into weekly Zooms with just 5 people
Excellent.
in each of my businesses that are
Excellent.
just 5 key people that I work with, and then they
Hmm.
can, yeah.
And they can invite others. Is that how you would like reach out like a
Well, I like a team
Mhm.
that is duplicating, I guess. This
Okay.
person is duplicating what we've collaborated with. This person's duplicating
Excellent.
what we collaborated, and we're growing together very fast.
That's
That's
exciting. Yeah.
that's that's that book I'm reading.
Oh, good. Okay. Okay. Excellent.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I would also add, Kat, and the people listening to this webinar, participating, is Terry also wrote a book. She was part of a collaboration book called, I'm not really good with book names. What was your book?
It was called The Squeeze Effect. And
Is
we ended up in Los Angeles, and there's a women's channel networking there. We had got our own TV chase channel through another book called 262 Women That Show Up, Stand Up, and Speak Up.
excellent.
That gives you a lot of, those are just, but the book myself was for people after menopause that just don't realize that their own hearts are needed to be protected and not to allow everybody to pull you in a million different directions. And yeah.
Excellent.
I wish I
Excellent.
could
Well,
say I was behind all that, but I'm not. I'm right in the thick of it. So I'm in the middle of the squeeze.
they are great contributions to people in their life.
Mhm,
So
mhm,
that's a gift
mhm.
that you're giving them. So thank you. So good. Now, here is your move this week. You reach out, keep it simple. It could be something like, I love what you're creating, or I see alignment in our audiences. Or it could be, I'd love to explore a collaboration with you that serves both of our communities. I love to explore a collaboration that serves both of our communities. Something really simple. That's it. Very easy. No overthinking it, no complicating it. Because let me tell you something, rejection is not the risk here. The risk is staying invisible. And both of you and the people watching this video, you all have gifts that, as you contribute them to others, is an amazing contribution. Um, Tony Robbins, as many of you know, I was a Tony Robbins coach, and so one of the things that is a part of the 6 human needs is contributing to others beyond yourself. And when you think about all of these things that you're doing, you are sending them out into these groups, your talent, your gifts, and people get a lot of benefit from it. So the rejection is not the risk. Rejection is not the risk. Really, it's staying invisible and not giving your gifts to the world. So here's where we go deeper, because strategy alone won't change your results. Identity will. You are not someone who is trying to network. Take trying out of your vocabulary. You are someone who creates connection. You are someone who brings people together. You are someone who leads rooms. So I'm going to ask you, say this with me so we can make these declarations. I don't grow alone. So if you would say it with me, I don't grow alone.
I don't grow
Grow
alone.
alone. I grow through connection.
I grow through connections.
So again, I don't grow alone.
I don't grow alone.
I grow through connection.
I grow through connections.
And one more time, we're anchoring this into the brain. I
I
don't grow
don't grow
I don't
alone.
grow
alone.
alone.
I grow
I grow
through
Connection.
connection.
through connections.
Excellent, excellent. This is who you are now. This is really the leverage that you want for your business. And when you operate from this identity, people feel it. They remember you. They they want to be with you. They want to reach out to you. Um, Now, let me say something important. You've probably those that are watching this, and Kath and Terry on the program, and Jonah, you've probably heard this. Proximity is power. Your environment will either reinforce your old patterns or your new standards. So you're sitting here thinking, possibly, I get this, but I need consistency, I need structure, I need support. And that's exactly why spaces like this exist, where you don't have to do this alone, because implementation is everything, and it is where changes happen. And that's what we focus on inside group coaching, not just learning, but doing, not just ideas, but execution, where your visibility becomes predictable. And if you're serious about this, about building real partnerships, getting into the right rooms, becoming someone people actively want to collaborate with, that's exactly what we do inside my what's called our CEO Reset Council. This is where you learn how to build relationships that actually convert, position yourself in powerful rooms, and create visibility that compounds over time. This isn't just networking. This is becoming unforgettable in the right circles. So here's how we close today. I want you to choose one action. Please write this down, make it a must. Just one action. I've asked you to list 3 people that you could collaborate with. I'd like you to write down one person you will reach out to within the next 24 hours. One collaboration that you will initiate, because your next level of growth is not behind more effort. It's inside your aligned relationship. So if you want to review these tips today, please visit my YouTube channel at Sarah Baslow. And if you do, please subscribe and comment. For those watching on YouTube right now, thank you for being here. Please subscribe and comment. What is the one thing you will change in your networking visibility strategy? What is the one thing you will change in your networking strategy? So go create collaboration, get in the right rooms with the right people who can make a difference with you. Help them and help yourself be triumphant. So, any questions, Terry or Kath?
No, I'm fine. Thanks.
Okay, all right. Well, Terry, anything? Any thoughts? Thanks, Jonah.
I'm in the deep thought,
Oh,
but
good. Okay,
let
you're in a,
let Jonah talk here for a second.
you're an aligned thought. So, excellent. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you to those who are watching, and have an outstanding day. And see you next week on Tuesday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Time, 12 p.m. Central Time, or 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Be triumphant. Have a great day. Thank you.
Okay,
Bye.
thanks, Sarah. Thank you. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.